is Mirko Velimirovic, and this is Purple Moment. It's a piece about a moment in time and about the viewer's experience with the piece and how they interact with the lenses themselves and how that's entirely personal to them. And so the piece itself could not exist in the way you view it without your interaction. That's a big part of most of my work. It's just the idea that it can't exist without your perception. And so when you actually enter the piece, which is what we're about to do, the movement of the air around your body defines the movement of the lenses themselves and defines the artwork itself. And so it's an entirely interactive piece. So I guess we'll just move around. And so I'm really strongly influenced by Mirko Velimirovic Iverson, the Danish Icelandic sculptor, installation artist who works a lot with light. And I don't want to say I'm a complete rip-off, but I try to work with like found materials or cheap materials that are I guess part of my existence, and then try and transfer that to somebody else, while working with larger themes, like how do we experience a moment in time, what is the function of aesthetic beauty in art, and is it enough to be aesthetically pleasing, or do you need to show something larger, a larger idea? And I hope that this actually conveys the idea that while you're trying to view what is actually causing this light, but the more you try to look at it, the more you realize that there are barriers to you understanding the actual truth. It's not actually the truth, but just the light. Anyway, and you can even, you can play with all the lenses. If you were very daring, I mean, I don't know if many people realize that they can touch art, but it's rather important. So the closer you try to get, the harder it is to understand. I like to put a small personal annotation on this, which is I'm slightly drunk right now, so my explanation may seem very bogus when I listen to this sober. Anyway, that's Purple Moment. And, I didn't mention it's just a bunch of hanging shit, but then there is a moment where the focal point of the lens becomes the same point at which you're focusing your own gaze, and that moment is the purple moment. But for me, it's that moment of catalytic realization that causes an avalanche of understanding, and I think that's kind of illustrative of a lot of different ideas. There's always that moment where, for some reason, everybody suddenly understands an idea, and it can change a perception of a larger idea.